Krista.
Hey, girl.
We're back for another episode of 12 Pods of Christmas.
That's right. Where we bring you a daily dose of fun topics to help carry you through the Christmas holidays.
Exactly. So what are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about love languages, like what they are, because I wasn't sure what they are, and how we use them to communicate with our significant other. And maybe some relationships are bad because people don't actually understand what their love languages are.
Yikes.
So sound positive.
That's funny. So maybe we should just do like a quick overview of what the 5 love languages are.
Sure. Do you want to start or you want me to start?
Sure. I'll start. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So have your love languages changed over the years, or have they been like constant, the same?
I would say I'm not sure because I don't know if I was actually aware of what my love languages were until I like reflected on it. Like in terms of like people that I was dating, and if I felt like something was missing, maybe I wasn't actually, I knew that they weren't giving me what I wanted, but I didn't know what it was because I didn't know how I express love. Or the reverse being, you know, the person that I'm dating doesn't feel like I'm giving them what they need when I feel like I am giving them what they need because I'm giving them what I would want in a relationship, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't know, for me, words of affirmation is huge for me. So that's what I look for in a relationship. So I would give that to the person that I would be dating. But it turns out, you know, in one instance, it was for them receiving gifts was their love language. So they'd give me gifts and I'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't get gifts from me and they'd be like, you're a horrible person.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, I think mine have changed, have evolved over the years. I think when I was younger, it was more like receiving gifts, maybe words of affirmation, physical touch. But now it's changed and it's more acts of service, quality time, and words of affirmation.
You have a lot.
I know.
That's 3 of the 5.
I think they're important. Wait, should I just have one?
No, I think there's always like 1 or 2 that probably lead with the most. I don't know if I read that or I'm just like imposing that. I would say like for me, words of affirmation and physical touch are probably the ones that I would notice were lacking right off the bat if I was dating somebody. I mean, obviously give me a gift on my birthday or something, but like it's looking at it across the whole year as an example. Like what are the things I'm going to pick up on that you're not giving me in terms of what I need? Like if I was dating a guy who wasn't physical, like I don't need to touch people all the time and I'm not a touchy person, but in certain moments, yes. So that would be something I would notice right away. It's like, your back is to me when you go to sleep. You don't want to hold my hand. You don't want to ever hug me. Like you're a robot. Like what's wrong with you?
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you didn't give me a gift for my birthday, I would be like, also, why are you an asshole? But it wouldn't be the first thing.
Red flag.
Do you think, do you and your hubby have similar love languages, do you think?
Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so I'm going to change mine. I'm going to go down to 2 now that you've said like 1 or 2. So I'm going to say mine's quality time and acts of service. And I think his is words of affirmation and probably quality time. So yeah, it's similar, which is good because, you know, at the end of the day, like you can get me a gift, fine. But like if you like unload the dishwasher, like that would mean the world to me, right? Like life has changed compared to 10 years ago.
Yeah. And would you say that acts of service became prominent as you became like a family of like growing beyond the 2 of you? Or when you got married?
Yeah. When we got married. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it takes a lot to run a household. And then you just add you add different things and you add kids to it. And yeah, helping out around the household means a lot to me. But like you said, I think knowing the other person's love languages is important because you like you said, you could be totally disconnected in that. It's like, I don't understand. I'm giving you gifts. Why don't you like it? But it's like, I don't really care. I'd rather have this. Right.
Yeah. Like J-Lo's song, My Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Exactly.
But it's true that like I can afford to buy myself all of these things. If you bought me things and you made more money than me and could afford better things, sure, that would be nice. But I'm not a person that's trying to like show off to the world my material possessions. So if you were buying me material, these like things, but I never saw you or talked to you, to me, that's not a relationship.
Right. Exactly. I agree. That's why I think it's changed. It changes over the years. That's what I think. Like when you're younger, I don't know. That's what I think. It was funny when I was doing some like prep work. Oh yeah, you talk.
I was just gonna say that I was going to add on that like it can change when you get older, right? So it's like it's always comes down to like what are the things that are going to be important when you're old and gray and all you have is each other, your pensioners, like you're not working anymore. Like what is really going to stand out that shows that this person cares about you? Maybe it still is, getting flowers or chocolates. Maybe, but maybe it's not.
Right. And maybe words of affirmation will be like number one. Like who knows? I think it'll continue to change. When I was prepping for this episode, there was an article that said that there's 2 new love languages this year. And I don't shut up. I fully believe that. Yeah, I don't really believe it, but I will share what I have found. So number 1 is shared experiences. So like creating shared memories with their significant other. But I think that kind of falls in like the quality time bucket.
I agree completely.
Yeah, I know. And then the number 2 that they said was emotional security. So you feel closer with your significant other when you're like having a heart-to-heart conversation, like, pillow talks. Then your love language might be emotional security.
Isn't that like supposed to be like one of the baselines of a relationship though? Like not a love language, just like something just that comes like a standard model. Like I'm a standard model of a human. I breathe. Like, isn't that just something that you should just expect? Because you're saying that other people don't move in that way in a relationship. Oh, that's not my love language, emotional security. I keep them insecure all the time. Well, then that's not love.
Right. Who knows? Everyone's different. Who knows? But that's what they said. So I don't know if I fully believe that. That was just one article stating that.
I reject that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you want to extract the why behind the what during conversations. You want to dig deeper than the surface level. It's like, yeah, okay, well, okay.
Some people maybe don't want deep conversations, though. You're assuming that everybody's looking for that in a relationship, too, I guess. When I find that most people aren't. And it's harder for me to find somebody because I go deep. And other people are like, no, I just want to enjoy time and escape the real world and just like bask in the love.
Gotcha. Maybe. But I don't think it should be like 2 new love language. I think...
Yeah.
Those 2 are in like subcategories of like the 5 love languages.
Yeah, they're buried within, or like those are things that you're looking for within a relationship. Like when I hear shared experiences, you're either saying you want a trauma bond or you want to like you're adventurous.
Yeah, truly. It's a little bit of a stretch.
I would even go further with love languages and say that these carry into the workplace. I wouldn't call them love languages, but I definitely feel like it doesn't change for me in the office necessarily in terms of like how I want to be recognized as an employee. Like ultimately, yes, I would love like a gift in the form of a promotion or a raise, but acknowledging when people are doing well as just regular feedback to me is still important.
Okay. I see where you're going. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so words,
one-on-one time with my leader. You know what I mean? Like those things would still carry over for me.
That makes complete sense. Yeah. Oh, I've never thought of it like that. Like the spin on it, the corporate spin.
I didn't really think about it either until I was just kind of reflecting when we were talking about like how things change or, it's really about how you're relating to another human depending on the level of your relationship. I'm not saying touch me at work, obviously. But
that could be an HR
appropriate. Yeah, but if you have friends at work and you're just having a giggle or you see them, like I'm not opposed to like saying hi or tapping someone on the arm when you're having like a good laugh. Like I'm not opposed to it. It's not prioritized for me in the workplace, obviously, but I definitely notice when people are socially weird. And I definitely don't necessarily want to be around them.
You're right.
And it's also why I reject pizza parties. I don't want that gift.
Because why? You don't want the got it. Okay. Got it.
It's meaningless, right? It's covering a bigger problem. It's like, I want the regular feedback. I want, time with my leader in order to get feedback and develop. Like, a pizza party is just covering up what you actually don't want to address in some instances.
Right. That's funny.
They should really have like corporate love languages, or maybe we should just create our own.
We should. And we should put it out in the world. And then we can create a BuzzFeed test so people know what their corporate love language is.
We really should. I'm making a note. Corporate love language.
That's
definitely not taking an employee survey. I know that for sure. But anyway.
That's funny. So do you have any specific examples of love languages, specific people in relationships that we can refer to?
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up, actually. I was thinking of since it's the year of Taylor Swift and she's just kind of nominated Person of the Year by Time, it would be interesting to, I'm not a Swiftie, so I'm not as involved, but based on my observation, speculate on what her love language is, plural, are. And based on the few times I've been able to see her, I think that her love languages are definitely physical touch and quality time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was definitely going to say quality time as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about acts of service. I don't know if she's into that or if she cares about that. Words of affirmation, maybe. Receiving gifts, probably not. She has enough money. She's probably comfortable and confident in herself. But yeah, I think quality time, potentially physical touch, because every picture that we see with one of her boyfriends, they're holding hands or they're touching or they're walking or whatever they are. So yeah, that makes sense. That's a good one.
Yeah. I always see her touching any of her boyfriends, arm around their shoulder, around them. After that concert, I think in Brazil, when they show her running up and hugging him, hugging Travis.
Oh,
definitely. And the fact that he's at the concert to me is it's them spending time, but not spending time.
Yeah.
I would say if in interviews, she was definitely talking a lot about her personal life and really expressing Travis is this and Travis is that. Maybe then I would say words of affirmation. But yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah. We're just guessing.
But we're just guessing. We're just speculating, right? And then I was trying to find a way to compare it. There isn't a lot of famous couples, I feel this year that I could compare it to. So I had to go for a oldie and a goodie to get a level set. So the originators of couple names, Bennifer, I was looking at their relationship.
Okay.
Because, and with her, I definitely feel it's physical touch is definitely one of hers. But hers, I would say, is receiving gifts.
That's funny.
Which is interesting, right? But in her interviews, when she talk about her person, I'm not saying that she didn't say great things about her partners, but she's always wearing a present from one of the husbands or fiancés or boyfriends. So I think, and she's big on giving gifts to people as well. She said in an interview. So I definitely think that that's one of hers.
That's a good one. Yeah, you might be right.
Are there any couples that you could think of or wanted to dissect from a love languages perspective?
Well, one celebrity actually told a magazine what their love language is. So Priyanka and Jonas. So Priyanka's love language is acts of service, and she says that Nick makes that a priority and meets that. So I guess he's doing chores around the house, or he's picking up certain things, or he's bringing her whatever. He's fulfilling that. So that's fantastic.
I have to say that I just don't buy into them as a couple. Something is amiss for me with them.
I know.
I don't
when they're
get
together,
it, I don't feel that they're connected, or that they're in love. It feels like a business arrangement. So I'm not shocked that she said acts of service.
Gotcha. Who knows? Maybe they'll,
I don't know,
separate this year. Maybe they'll be married for 20 years. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not trying to call out a breakup by any means. I'm just saying that I didn't even consider them a couple because they just never crossed my mind, literally.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, yeah,
But there's like everybody broke up this year. Like who else is there couples wise?
yeah. That's funny. Okay.
Oh,
What do you think their Kardashians' love language is? Like, let's say Kim, for example.
I think in her early years, it was definitely receiving gifts was definitely up there.
Yeah.
And maybe physical touch. I think now that she's so rich that receiving gifts is not as much. I think her relationship with Kanye maybe made her realize that quality time is important to her, because I think that was a challenge in their relationship.
Quality time and like acts of service, I think.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Because he wasn't necessarily helping.
Because I don't know how much he helped with the kids. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how much he helped with the kids or anything. So I feel like if any of her boyfriends or future boyfriends, helps out and does things, she probably appreciates it.
Ooh, I was going to say that maybe it was words of affirmation, but yeah, acts of service probably makes more sense, because I don't know how supportive Kanye was in like the later years of their marriage.
Exactly. That's a good one.
That was a good one. So let's take her sister and Travis then. What do you think their love language is?
Courtney. Oh God, I think we all know this one. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. Physical touch. Obviously, they're making out and having sex on the show every episode.
Yep, and quality time, because they are never apart.
Yeah.
I kind of like this game of dissecting couples. I had one more.
Okay.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh
yeah. I felt this one was actually hard, because I don't know if I actually can tell. I think quality time
words of affirmation,
but they never talk about each other.
But like they're always together though.
Yeah, hence why I would consider quality time being one of them.
Number one. Okay.
But like physical touch, maybe. But when you see them, when they're posed in the pictures they do take, it's always like arm around her shoulder, like, you're my buddy. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah. I read a lot of like loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's words of affirmation, or maybe it's acts of service.
Yeah. Okay. I have another one that just came to my mind. One of our favorite people to hate, Krista, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle.
I don't hate Prince Harry. I mean, I don't hate Meghan, but I always saw her as she was once she became like involved with Prince Harry, that she's an opportunist and a great networker.
Yeah.
But she's playing the part of Meghan. She doesn't even know who she really is. Ooh, so do we want to go with what her love languages are, or what his love language is?
Yes. What hers are.
Yes.
Obviously. Hers is obviously physical touch, because she can't not touch Harry at all times.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people dub her hand holding as the claw, the Meghan claw. The way that she holds his hand.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Yeah.
But I don't know the next one.
I don't think it's receiving gifts. Even though it seems like if people who think she's a gold digger, that would be it. I don't think that's what it is. I feel like I don't think she needs to be told how great she is, because I think she thinks that of herself. I think that she needs these grand acts of service, but like these grand gestures from Harry.
Right. Maybe. Yeah. That's funny.
Harry definitely is a words of affirmation. I definitely feel like that's his love language.
Frank quality time, probably.
Yeah. Ooh, such a good one. I think like that's a good one to end this episode with.
I think so too.
So for our listeners, what are your love languages? Number one, how do you like to communicate and receive love? But also, what are some other celebrity couples that you want to weigh in on in terms of their love languages? Or in listening to this episode, is it making you realize that a lot of celebrity couples are just shams? We want you to weigh in. If you haven't already, give us a rating on the podcast platform that you use to stream our episodes. If you really love what we're doing and want us to continue to do so, give us a follow as well. We love hearing your feedback. You can engage with us on all our social media channels. We provide links to each one in every podcast episode description, so you are able to interact with us. We interact back, and we post Q&As, and polls at the end of every episode to get your thoughts. So we give you many, many different ways to share. And
absolutely,
we're going to be back tomorrow, so you don't get to miss us for too long.
Exactly, because we're in the 12 pods of Christmas. You got a new episode every day.
our Christmas gift to you, which is really an act of service, but it's for the people.
That's funny. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, Krista.
I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.